Okay, thank you. Good morning, everyone. Thank you for coming and joining us. Let's see, today, does anyone have any questions or things they'd like to talk about? Okay. As usual, you're still asleep. Sleepy. Saturday morning, who would want to wake up and start something at 9 o'clock? It's insane. It's inhuman. But here we are. What we're doing reminds me of the recent conversation I had with one of my acquaintances. He strings tennis rackets, okay, for a living. He actually has his own racket shop as well. Okay. But he, I saw him recently, told me about cryptocurrency. He says, he told his friend, his priest friend, to start accepting cryptocurrencies. I said, oh yeah. And so he's a real good guy. I like him. But that thing, as we were sitting here, as I was sitting here meditating together this morning, and that encounter came to my mind. I said, oh, this is what we're doing too. We are mining, similarly to mining cryptocurrency. That's what we do. Thank you. What are we mining? Okay, first of all, mining is hard work, right? It's a lot of hard work, and it's rather dangerous, actually, right? Very similar to what we do. We are mining, we're putting a lot of work into it. It's really nonsense for a typical person to endure this pain, discomfort in your legs. Okay, but when you do that, you're actually mining. You're the process of mining, and you're mining something very precious. Okay, something extremely precious that I would tell you the secret thing here about the Buddhists. We're mining something called Vajra, which is much more valuable than diamond itself or gold. Actually, he told me to buy precious metals. He says, this is the time to do it. I said, anything to help increase the income to put to the temple and help pay off the mortgage quicker. But anyway, we're mining something extremely invaluable, folks. Okay, you are mining this wonderful treasure that you have. Okay, see, we mine the diamond, is there already. We mine the gold, is there already. We mine the lithium. The Chinese mine lithium. Okay, it's there already in their possession. Okay, they just need to have access to it so that they can become richer. Yes, and invade the whole world, turn the whole world Chinese into Chinese territory. Anyway, I'm not Chinese. Have no fear. Okay, just appreciate their ambition. Okay. But anyway, so you're mining this incredibly valuable asset you have, this Vajra thing here. That's what meditation does. Okay, and what is the makeup of this Vajra thing here? What is it made of? Does anyone know? the Buddhist experts, scholars, please tell me. This is what the Buddhists keep a very closely held secret. They are quietly mining this Vasha thing here. Okay, and what is the composition of this Vasha thing here? Anyone else? What? You've been meditating with me. Some of you have been doing for over 10 years, over a decade. You still don't know about this Vasha thing and what it's made of? You heard of diamond, right? You heard of lithium, right? All those things they're invaluable because they have certain things about them that make them very special, especially useful to humanity. Yes, number 6.
Master, we're mining the thinking mind into wisdom.
Okay. Thinking mind to wisdom. Yes, number 1.
Maybe I'm a
Catholic at heart?
Well, that's true. But I was born Catholic, so. But I think
some of us have so many advantages.
Are we mining the power of the universe?
Power universe. Oh, that sounds good. I never thought of that. I'm going to add that to my repertoire, my vocabulary. Power of the universe. And you also a Qigong kind of thing, or what? Universal power or something. The energy, the universal energy, that kind of thing. Yes, of course. We're mining that as well. Yes. This Vajra thing here, okay, is made up of goodness. As your heart becomes more pure in goodness, okay, and that's what we do when we do Chan meditation. We're harvesting this goodness in our heart. When we harvest, and this harvesting here involves, how do we harvest? We harvest by removing the ickiness, if you will, from our heart. So what remains is pure goodness. You understand the process? It's harvesting and refining process, because it's just like mining. You take it out of the field, you still have to refine it. Yes? Okay. So this operation here, okay, makes our heart pure and pure in goodness, and removes all the unwanted, undesirable part. What's undesirable in our heart? The jealousy, the underhandedness, the lying, the anger, What else that we don't want? That word is that you don't want. I don't have a lot left. I don't want, so I lost track of just bragging a little bit. Okay? All the things, then we talk about them. We all agree that we don't want those things, right? We don't want that greed. We don't want that selfishness. We don't want that cruelty. We don't want that lack of compassion. We don't want the lack of kindness. Yes? Okay? That's what we do when we do Chan meditation. Okay? You sit there I know some of you, like Anthony, is bored to death. What am I doing here? Oh, God. I'm not a good use of my time. I could be making money. No. It's a time to make money. It's a time to make goodness. Okay? So that's what I thought of today when I was meditating and said, oh my God, if I ask, no one's going to say anything. Do I have any questions? Anyone bring up anything? Of course, it will be met with silence. It's like every week. So hard. But I was excited because of the cryptocurrency thing. I said, wow, what a beautiful concept. A greater fool. I mean, a greater fool theory about cryptocurrency. Those of you who are not familiar with it, cryptocurrency's value is based on the fact that someone who's more foolish than you is willing to pay more for nothing. It's nothing, basically, has real, at least gold you can hold in your hands. But the cryptocurrency actually is nothing. It's just a concept. Yes, one.
I'm shocked, really? It's really based on nothing?
Well, primarily, when you ask me. I mean, Bitcoin. Anyone ever seen a Bitcoin? Huh? How about those things? I mean, yes, we have an expert in cryptocurrency and finances, finally. Q&A.
No, I'm going to say I'm not expert. I'm just saying that I've heard the term being used, the Bitcoin and all, but if you really think about it, money in the concept of idea is very abstract. Just the fact that we have actual physical copy is just what it is. It's just the physical of the abstract concept of money, that exchanging value from one to another. So I don't know about it taking off, but money is very abstract if you really think about it in the pure sense.
Mm-hmm. That's true. That's so true. Money is an abstract concept that we all got together and agreed to assign some value to the greenback, the dollar, or the pesos and so forth. We agreed on that. It used to be backed by gold, but it really no longer is the case. Okay, so yes, of course, it's an abstract thing, but it's an institution, has been around for a long time. This cryptocurrency here is a lot of hype. Okay, maybe it has to go through the test of time to be really a bona fide store value. Okay, that remains to be seen. Okay, but right now, theoretically speaking, it's just a lot of speculation, and see who's more foolish than you, who's willing to pay more for it than you. Okay, so that you can become a millionaire and billionaire. Q&A, go ahead.
Yes. Do you know how to go from, I'm going to take this a little bit away from cryptocurrency for a second. Do you know how to go from half lotus to full lotus? Because I'm currently with half lotus, but I can't do full lotus yet. Do you have any advice for me?
Finally, someone wants to talk, brings me down to earth. Thank you for the question. How do we do it again? I forgot. It's been so long. Okay. It's fairly easy to go from half lotus to full lotus. It's a natural evolution. Okay? That is, what is the evolution? Another word for evolution in China is what? Pain. No, that's our secret. Let's get them hooked first and then tell them the truth later. The process is called grinding it out. Okay, it's fairly natural thing, because a lot of people ask us that. They said, well, it seems I get a little bit more benefit every time I do this chanting here. And looking sound like you all are promoting, advocating full lotus and so forth, and to train for it. As a matter of fact, you buy into the concept because look around you, these people who sit in full lotus got a lot out of it. Okay? Yes or no? And they all invariably said that it's well worth it. Okay? And it's an asset, a skill that they find extremely useful for the rest of their lives. I would tell you that. Okay? So it's well worth it. That's a very important thing to establish, that it's well worth getting full lotus. If it's worth it, then you should be willing to pay the price for it. Yes? Okay. So if in that context, go ahead, Q&A. Is this still Q&A?
Well, I think you answered my question. You're right. You just have to grind it out and try to improve little by little. You talk about it each week, like do 2 extra minutes or a little bit more each time, and then hopefully I'll be at full lotus.
Yes, and that's what it takes. And this is a natural part. First of all, you grind it out like that. You can do stretching. They can teach you some stretching exercises that will help you make your legs and hips more flexible. Okay, that you can do. There are some exercises very helpful, but basically, you start with half lotus. You start with some kind of posture, graduate to half lotus, and then sit longer in half lotus. Okay, and endure the pain and discomfort, and this will make your legs more flexible naturally. The pain, discomfort will help you become healthier, okay? At the same time, it will make your limbs more flexible, okay? So if you endure the discomfort in the half lotus, okay, that pain there, the more pain you endure, more quickly you'll be able to get into full lotus, okay? Has nothing to do with how big your legs are, or how old you are, or how inflexible you are. It doesn't matter. This pain here has a way of making your limbs a lot more flexible, a lot more pliable, if you will. Go ahead.
Yeah, that's that's a good point. It's you have to overcome the pain, and then I do feel like my legs, through the pain, they do get a little stronger, and I can do better. I could do a better half lotus than I could before.
That's right.
But do you mind telling me about some of these exercises you mentioned, these stretches, or someone else could teach them to me?
Sure. Did you want to say something to encourage him in? Like there's music to my ears. Now my boyfriend is taking it seriously. He doesn't laugh at me anymore. Yeah, go ahead, say something.
I think I'm gonna have to make Kevin read or look at the Chan handbook because there are some exercise there.
No, honey, you don't talk to your boyfriend like that.
Actually, he's now my fiance.
No, you can't say go read a book. You know, it's not nice. You take the book and you turn to that page. You say, let's read it together.
You know, that's right. That's a good idea. That's what I meant eventually.
It's okay.
It's okay.
I'm a bookworm. I love reading, so.
But it's more fun when you read it together.
Well, it is. That's true.
Ah, okay. Oh. No, I'm kidding. Of course, it's about spirit here, okay? You don't, if someone asks for help, you don't say, go read a book, or it's all there, look it up online or something. Our spirit is that you do it yourself. And you take them by the hand and say, here's how you do it. Let me look it up for you. It's like your daughter. She says, I want some help. I want something. I need help, Mommy. And Mommy says, hey, go read a book. Go ask someone else. No, you bring her to a person and say, my daughter wants to learn about this. Will you teach her? And I will sit here and watch how you teach my daughter. Okay? Same thing. Okay? Oh God, Mommy never taught you that, huh? Men will eat out of your hands if you're nice to them. Okay? You're too much of a teacher. Do this, do that. Okay, I'm kidding. Okay. No, seriously, when someone asks, we should tell them. We personally need to take care of them. This is our spirit, okay? When we have the chance to help, we should seize the opportunity and really help them, okay? So let me see. Who up there can help Kevin do these exercises? Anyone up there? Okay, then Master Xianqie can help Kevin online. Huh? Can you do that? Teach him some stretching exercises will help him last a little bit longer, make it easier for him, okay? Because he's eager to learn, to please the girlfriend. That's why you go the extra mile, girlfriend. Yes, 9. What?
Master Alto D is asking, how do I release greed for money?
How do we release greed for money? By having a lot of it. I'm very practical. You say, I don't want money. Are you crazy? You're only fooling yourself. You're not fooling me. If you have greed for money, that means that there's this need here that's not satisfied yet. Okay? And intellectually, most people say, "Oh, I'm above that. I don't care for money. I'm a better person than that." Heck, to me, the most practical thing is that you should have so much of it, okay, that you say, and thought having money would make me happy. No, it doesn't. It makes me more worried. Now I'm more worried of making more money, even more money. Okay, now you say, this money thing here is not really helping. You see? You believe that already? So that's what you do. You go and talk to a rich person. bid on eBay to have lunch with Mr. Buffet. And then ask him, how do I greet? Do you still have greed for money, Mr. Buffet? And he says, of course I do. So you still haven't? You still don't have enough money? No. The nature of greed is that you don't have enough, okay? And the reality is that once you are greedy for it, I'm teaching you a second way, okay? A faster way, okay? A more noble way, if you will, that doesn't involve fooling yourself. Okay, most people would tell you that you're above that, you're better than that. Baloney. You have greed for that. That's why you're not a good person. Face that. You should be ashamed of yourself. Why should you be greedy for something that is will not? Once you have it, you talk to all these people. You talk to these rich people, or you watch these rich people. Being rich does not make them less greedy for money at all. Mr. Buffet is one such example. Okay, so that's a second way. That is, you can do the sudden realization that once you have a lot of money, you will be less greedy, but you're still greedy. Okay, so it's the nonsense is in your mind. Okay, it will not make you happy. So the point here, you turn it into something else instead of fooling yourself and say, "No, I'm above this. I'm not a greedy person." That's baloney. Okay, you should see through it that what you're desiring is really not that desirable. Ultimately, okay, the process itself, you have to struggle if you ever make it. And that road to riches is unpleasant. Okay? You will not like yourself. You'll be put in a position where you have to compromise. In order for me to make more money, I need to cheat. I need to lie to someone. Yes? I need to oversell myself, oversell my product, oversell what I have to offer. Okay? And that is undesirable. You will not like that. So the money you have from earning via illicit means, by conning others, that kind of money will not make you happy. All right? I think most people will agree with that. Okay, will not like themselves. Okay, no matter how rich, how much money they have, if it comes from undesirable means, they will not be happy. So how about making money by the good ways? Okay. Then I have news for you. The money that you have in your possession, that you don't have to compromise your value system. Would you like to know how you get it? Anyone? No, you're much better than I thought. Oh, this is a woman here, it's a Catholic woman here. Daniel is succeeding in stealing finally one of my disciples away, converting her into the proper path. What is this? A lot of money that you earn in a good way. Okay, without having to lie, to cheat, to steal from others. That money, okay, is earned because, I'm going to tell you, I'm going to tell you everything. Are you kidding me? I have to stop giving things out for free. But by the way, this one is actually, I can't charge money for this. No one would believe me if I told you. Go ahead, Q&A.
Yeah, so is it the way you earn money the good way? I'd say helping people.
Helping people. Yeah. Anyone else? Good Lord. The money that you have that you can earn in a good way is from your blessings. People don't understand that the money they have in their hands is actually from their blessings. Okay? Meaning that people fail to they don't remember. People don't remember the past, especially past lives. Okay, the Buddhist sages and the spiritual sages, not just Buddhists, a lot of sages, they're able to recollect the prior lives. Okay, and they were able to connect those prior lives with the current lives, okay, and they're able to see the connection between why some people have money versus what they did to now to be able to be so rich, become so rich, okay. And let me tell you, that's from the prior blessings. What are those prior blessings? The prior blessings are from helping people, absolutely. Okay, by helping others, by doing good for society. All right? That's called blessings. And because of that, they are entitled to these riches anyway. They don't have to steal. They don't have to kill. They don't have to fool people at all. Okay? Because they will get what they deserve anyway, what's coming to them anyway. And the better way to get what they deserve, what they have accrued in the past, is by doing the right things. Actually, doing the right things makes it come to you faster, enables you to enjoy your riches more than otherwise. And this is a piece of secret wisdom, Buddhist wisdom, that most people don't take seriously and they don't dare talk about it. Okay? Remember, the treasure I talked about earlier, okay, when I first started, the treasure there, that Vajra there, the Vajra treasure we all have, that you all have, don't sell yourself short. You have this incredible, invaluable thing in you called Vajra that you can mine, okay? And this meditation process is a mining by rendering your heart more good. Okay, as your heart becomes more good, is able to let go of this ickiness in your heart, which enables you to open more doors, that enables the blessings, prior blessing you have from your good deeds to be able to come quicker. It's not from conning people. It's not from stealing from others. It's from your doing, opening these windows of goodness so that these things can seep in and they can come to you because it's yours. It's your dowry, if you will. It's your endowment. That's what people don't get. That they feel that they're so confused. They said, oh, I'm so close. All I have to do now is sell another car with a cracked engine to my mother. Then I become a millionaire. No, you don't have to. Go ahead, Q&A.
A Di Đà Phật. Dạ thưa thầy, con nhớ là Hòa thượng Tuyên Hóa dạy là quý vị nên cúng dường Tam Bảo. Thì câu hỏi của con là có phải cúng dường Tam Bảo là một cái phước báo lớn nhất hay không? A Di Đà Phật.
Master, I heard that Master Xuyên Hoa taught us to make offering to the triple jewel. So my question is, the blessing from make offering to the triple jewel, is that the biggest blessing?
No. Not in my eyes. Okay? I disagree with Master Xuyên Hoa. He said that in order to teach his students that he brought Mahayana to this country, and therefore for them to help out, they should change the paradigm where in our culture, it's like we buying things. We buying a designer handbag. I was about to say something begins with G. Okay. Okay. So as I get that back, I pay for it. Okay. This is the modern way of thinking. And so Master Xuyên Hoa, in my view, he says there's another way for you. There's another model for you. It's not a transaction. Okay, that in order for you to find happiness, it's an act of giving. You should donate to the new thing called Triple Jewel. Okay, so it's no longer a purchase. It's just something that you open your heart and say, oh, you poor beggars, here, a few bucks. Go get a burger or something. Okay, and that is what Westerners have to learn to do. Okay, in the sense that it's actually a little bit better than that. He said that they should see the Triple Jewel as an organization, as some kind of entity that does good for society, for the world. And that's so it's a new concept, and therefore it's worthy to be supported. Okay, so that's the concept behind it. But to me, I don't think that way. I'm more interested in not so much getting help for Triple Jewel, because honestly, where I come from, Triple Jewel doesn't need support. Let's be real about it. Okay? Come on. You need support. We don't need support. We're used to being poor. What are we doing asking for support? Are you crazy? We should be poor. Right, Chung In Sunim? I let him drive the car, and he liked it so much. I said, slow down. If they catch us, it's $1,000 for a fine. He said, oh, I'm enjoying myself too much. This guy doesn't listen. He listens for the first 5 minutes, and after that, he forgets. Anyway, I was terrified. I was there, sitting next to him. Anyway, the point here is, honestly, I don't think Triple Jewel needs any support. It's the churches and the synagogues and the other charitable organizations who need support. Okay, so to me, I don't happen to believe that giving the Triple Jewel is the most will generate the most blessings for you. All right, I'm more interested in you mining that goodness from your heart so that one day your heart becomes Vajra, becomes made of Vajra. That's, to me, is the ultimate thing for you. That will give you the ultimate blessings. Okay? Why? It's a good question. Why? The Asians, they've been indoctrinated, brainwashed. Lily says, Mommy told me to go, make a donation box. Okay? But I happen to disagree with that. Okay? To me, it's much more important for you to find your heart to do something because you think it's a good thing to do. Whether you give to Triple Jewel, whether you give to a church, whether you give to a soup kitchen, to me, they're all the same. In a sense, because if you do it from the goodness of your heart, that's the most important thing to me. Okay? If you can look at that as all the same, you feel it's a good thing for you to donate to the soup kitchen or food pantry because you hear how these people have been hungry and the kids are starving when they go to bed at night, and you say, I can't stand this. Forget about a Triple Jewel. Let me give $5 to this food pantry here because I can't stand it when I hear about these stories of the kids going to bed hungry at night. That, to me, will generate more blessings for you than giving it to the Triple Jewel who doesn't need it. So I happen to disagree with Master Hsuan. I'm sorry, I lost the Asians already. Asians think like that. I don't think like that. Okay? I happen to think that the lesson is not about Triple Jewel. The lesson is about doing something good that your heart really wants to make a difference. That is what generates blessings for you. Okay? The most blessings is when you have this compassion in your heart. It says, I can't stand this suffering here. Let me help. Okay? Let me go help, pass out the food. Do the dishes. Yes, because I don't have money. Let me help. Because I can't stand this suffering. I must do something about it. That's what generates the most blessings for you. Go ahead and Q&A.
A Di Đà Phật, dạ thưa thầy, theo ý kiến riêng của con thì con nghĩ khi mà làm hoặc là từ thiện hoặc là cúng dường thì cái tâm của mình chỉ tùy duyên mà làm thôi, chứ không có phân biệt cái nơi nào là phước nhiều, nơi nào phước ít. Gặp cái chuyện mà cái lương tâm của mình nó biểu là phải làm, hoặc là giúp một người homeless, hoặc là đỡ một đứa bé nó mới té, hay là hoặc là cúng một ít tiền cho cái chùa đó quá nghèo, thì đối với con những cái việc làm đó là tùy duyên chứ không có nên phân biệt. A Di Đà Phật.
Master, in my opinion, I feel like when you do charity, when you make offering and help out, that is like accord with condition, and then there should be no discrimination about the blessing, whether it will generate a lot, a little, or whatever. So, like if I make offering to the Triple Jewel, or helping the homeless, or helping a child that fall, or whatever, or helping the poor temple, it's just because right there I see that they need help, and then I'll just go ahead and do it.
We agree on that. Okay, so let's forget about the Triple Jewel. I have a problem with that concept. You must give the Triple Jewel as if we're entitled to it. I am part of Triple Jewel, therefore you must give to me. What kind of nonsense is that? Okay, it works for the Asian cultures because they believe in that. Okay, I don't think it works here in the 21st century. Even now, the Asians have a hard time, are struggling with that concept as well. Why should I give to you again? Wait a minute. You drive a Mercedes. Have you been to that big temple about a few miles from here? They drive Mercedeses. And we're supposed to give more money to them? Wait a minute, that doesn't make sense. Yes, one.
Master, I think being raised as a Westerner, having gone to Catholic Church my whole life, we were not really taught to really give, honestly. Even though the basket came by all the time, we always just...
You didn't give yourself?
We gave,
when the basket came around, you didn't give anything?
We gave, but not that much. I mean, it isn't like with a generous heart.
No wonder you're over here.
Maybe.
Here we don't even pass around baskets. So it's much less pressure.
That's true. That's true. But it's unfortunate because it just was not something really taught. It's sad because it wasn't part of my Western thinking that concept of to give to a church or a temple. I mean, we gave, but it wasn't really much of anything, honestly.
Are you rich? See, that's why. When you give, that's when you become rich. You don't give, that's why you're poor. You become a beggar. Yes, 9.
It's asking, I'm having a lot of visions during meditation. Is there any benefits to visions?
What kind of visions?
Alex.
What kind of visions?
He needs to hear it and respond. It's on YouTube.
So the question, the outstanding question is, can you see the super lotto numbers? Let's be real. I mean, you want to have visions? Let's have the good visions, not just any visions. But in general, visions are called a state. As you meditate, these things will come and go. You see things. That's what everyone will experience. It's a natural thing. And it will come and go, so don't get excited. Okay? It's nothing to be excited about. It's a natural occurrence, and eventually, when we get to much higher levels, they become actually a real skill. Okay? But again, and that reminds me, for example, my master, my Chinese master, Master YongHua disciples, they have those visions. They're able to see, and they are able to see the past, for example, on the past lives, and they can make the connection, a little bit of connection. And what happened is that once you are able to do that, there is a small problem. You end up sitting there and watching it all the time. Oh, look at that! I know what you did last summer. Last life, And look at him. Look at it. That's why he's like that today. And that's what they do. They sit there and they watch all these, like watching movies constantly. Okay, it's nothing wrong with movies. Okay, I love movies, but you're not supposed to watch movies all the time. Okay, this is time for that. And what happened is that, and this is why on our side of the railroad tracks, I prefer that you don't have those things. I prefer that you don't see anything like me. I'm blind. I used to see things too, and say, no, I don't want these things. Don't, go away. Okay, but it's because once you're able to have those things occur consistently, okay, you get enamored with yourself. You fall in love with yourself. You think you're so special. Okay, and it's a curse. Trust me. Not only do you waste time watching these things, you also think you're so special. I know things you don't know. Just tell me what the super lotto is, then I'd be impressed. Okay? I'm not easily impressed. If you know what I was like my prior lives, big deal. It's irrelevant. Tell me how to get rich, get a bigger temple or something, so that I don't have to beg anymore. Okay? So don't pay attention is my answer. Not a big deal. Until you see those numbers, and please. Okay, where were we? Okay, so again, this question here, and please don't misunderstand me. What Master YongHua taught his disciples, you should donate to the Triple Jewel. It was directed at the particular individuals. Okay, but I assure you, he and I share the same understanding. That is, we're not trying to advocate that we're so special, that we are, pay attention, boys and girls, we're entitled. You can see it here on our fat rear, and then expect people to donate to us. No, we're not like that. Not what we stand for. We earn our way. Okay, and we should be the last in line for it, because honestly, I really believe that we should be last in line. There's so much suffering out there that they need help, and in order for us to get some support, it's better be the case that we are actually providing more relief on the world's suffering with those donations. If that's not the case, then you shouldn't take the donation. You shouldn't take the money. So boys and girls, have that pride in yourself. That's what we stand for. We don't sit here. We don't expect them to donate to us because we are the Triple Jewel. I don't subscribe to that thinking at all. I disagree with that. That's why the answer for me to YongHua's question earlier is that no, I disagree. Okay, it's that question, that teaching was that for specific individuals at that specific time point, but I don't think it's universally applicable. And it's not true, especially for our times. I happen to disagree with that strongly. I feel that we should be earning our way. Okay? It's people support us is because with that money we receive, we'll be doing a lot greater good for the world. That's why we take it. Okay? I have this fear that for you young people, young generations, the third generation of Mahayana, that you feel that you're entitled because you have skills, you have things you can do. No, you have to earn your way. Okay? We have to earn our way. Every day. All right, lightening up the mood. Anything else we did not address? Oh yeah. So see, eventually YongHua also came around and said the same exact thing. It's about doing good. It's not about the triple jewel or non-triple jewel, that kind of thing. We don't discriminate. Okay? Anyone else? Okay, perfect timing. Now we can stop here and go to lunch. Thank you all.